for y'all.
Nice. Yeah, I've got several links on juggling and all kind of stuff. So, yeah, here we go. Good to have you all on.
Thank you.
Is Blackie Bear here? Or?
He's downstairs. We're gonna head downstairs in a little bit. We got 2 spots.
Okay, cool. Very well. Very nice to have you all on, and I would love to do. We'll do some performing, and then also we'll brainstorm how we can get these guys more voice work, etc.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I have a little banner going.
You'd stay home more. Well, yes, I would stay home more. So.
What is the name of your YouTube channel? I'm going to post it as a little banner down there.
Oh, thanks. It's the A.
Okay.
Whatever at LA Bible.
Bible.
POUR.
POUR.
TOUS.
TOUS.
But that is the French channel.
Well, I mean that's fine, but let's because the people in the group aren't going to be the only people seeing this. You know what I mean? Gotcha. This will be on the YouTube channel, so anybody could come by and see it.
We're going to be famous. Well, maybe. Yeah.
French YouTube.
Oh, there you are. We're back again. Yeah. Okay. It's just our internet. It's bad. Oh.
Here we go.
Cool.
Is that it? Did I spell everything?
Yeah. There aren't any spaces in it, but
no spaces. Okay. Well, it's an easy fix.
Okay.
How's about and should the P and T be lowercase, or do I need to make them uppercase?
They can be lowercase.
Okay.
I don't think YouTube cares.
Okay. Yeah, if it's the @ I don't think it does.
Yeah.
All right.
So there we go. It means the Bible's for everyone.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So can you introduce yourself and then Champ as well?
Well, I'm Betsey. So I had the wonderful privilege of serving in almost 10 years in Quebec as a missionary. I'm home now for helping my parents with their health and financial reasons too. But still have a heart for the French kiddos. That's why French YouTube channel doing Sunday school online. And then Champ is, he's a dog. Yeah. Oof, oof. Oh, thanks. And he is my first arm rod puppet because I felt going to camp. Blackie Bear, we'll see in a little bit. He is my first puppet, and hide your ears. He's my first love. But it's okay, Champ. What'd you say? I'm not telling you. Oh, come on. Maybe they'll tell me. They might put it in the comments. Yeah, do it, people. Do it. Okay. Anyways, sit. Stay. Good boy. Blackie Bear has been in use since I was on deputation, and he's getting old, so he only does video work now because I do not let other people hold him. So Champ is newer. He can handle a little bit getting dirty. Like he got some, you want to tell him what you got on your fur because you were being silly? I'm embarrassed. Why are you embarrassed? It was funny. Oh, the camp director gave me some silly string. Yeah, but he got it in his fur. So that stuff is yucky to get out. It is. So anyways, but he can handle the dirt better than Blackie Bear. So I was like, it's time we upgrade and we get a little arm rod action going on.
Yeah, okay. So about your voiceover recording area at home, do you have a place that you can do you or Champ or Blackie Bear could do a voiceover?
We do, and I was going to show you all my setup that I have right now, but I'm going to probably change it, which is why we'll head downstairs. But
okay.
Hold on a second. So, can you help me, Champ? Sure, I can. Oh, this thing is heavy.
Strong kid.
All right. So, here, sit, Champ. Okay, good boy. So, we do have a closet.
Okay, perfect.
With old thingies. And there's just enough room for me to sit in here with a table with mic and Focusrite.
Okay, very good.
And I was doing it here because this is the most isolated thing from noise, from TV noise, from my parents, from footfalls and stuff. The only problem is it is stinking hot in here.
Yeah.
And I can barely fit. Like, I can barely turn around with all the equipment and the cords going out and everything. So, and plus you have to turn the light off because it gets even hotter with the light on. So, so I got to thinking that I could do something downstairs. The only drawback is, please excuse, and if we cut out and if you say Wi-Fi,
Wait, I lost you. I lost the sound. I mean, I can hear you kind of. Or I can see you, but I can't. I couldn't hear what you just said because I was hearing you perfect. Till you left the closet. After you left, I could faintly hear you as like you were getting further from the mic. Maybe is what it sounded like. And then now I can't hear anything. I can't. Still nothing. Still, got video, don't have sound. If you're just joining us, we were just looking at the studio setup for Betsey. Oh, I hear sound. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't know why my sound is hooked up through my phone.
Interesting.
I thought it was on my laptop, so that's why. Okay, trying again. Welcome to the dungeon, everyone.
Okay, very nice. I hear you. I can hear you. Great.
Okay. Cool. All right, so down here in the basement.
Oh, very good. Basements are the best place to be.
Well, they are, except we have a sump pump. And the sump pump goes off fairly regularly. But before I show y'all where I want to set that up, couldn't resist. So, hey, Blackie. Yeah? Do you mind showing some friends our recording studio for video? Really? Yeah. See, they're on there. Oh, look at that. I see Mr. Jake. Yeah, you do. And there are other.
What's going on?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. It's good to see you. What are you doing down there in the basement?
Oh, come on. Turn the computer. Okay, here you go. Yeah, turn it. See?
Oh, very nice. That's a whole set. Do you do YouTube videos down there?
Yeah, this is where we do Sunday school.
Okay, perfect. That looks good.
And we even have a green screen and everything. It's really cool.
Okay. Very cool. Okay.
Now we have to come over here. So what I was thinking is I didn't choose the basement at first just because the sump pump goes off very regularly in spring and fall because of the water table. However, if we go back into the creepy part of the basement, we do have this area under the stairs.
Okay.
That's just used for storage. So I was like, maybe if I put a mattress, like a foamy thing against this wall, because I can't do anything permanent. But if I just like leaned a mattress here, did some tension rods and the quilts, and then that way I have a little bit more room to breathe.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay. Good. I've seen people literally make a phone booth out of PVC pipe, a frame a phone booth type of thing, and then hang blankets and such from it. That works fine.
Oh, that would be cool.
And you've got enough room there it would probably be easier to do that than to sort of do the whole room.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of doing the whole room because that'd be insane.
So what? So, but yeah, that would probably work really well, like PVC or something, some kind of frame with some thick blankets and such.
Yeah. Now, do the better mics pick up like vibrations from the ground? Like if the sump pump's going and I don't necessarily hear it, but it's still like shaking in the house, is that going to be picked up?
I mean, it's possible. A way that you can get rid of any kind of vibrations that you don't really feel is going to be your mic stand. So if you have a mic stand that's transmitting any vibrations, that's going to obviously not be the way to go. A lot of times, if you have one of those podcast, like the retractable podcast arm, a lot of times that's going to minimize the amount of vibration that works its way to the mic, just because it's sort of, free floating, you might say. So something like that, if you can't hear it, it'll at least reduce the vibration a whole lot, hopefully.
Gotcha.
Well, hopefully that won't be it.
Because on deputation, I had someone who really knew sound in our church at the time, and he had the mic on a stand from the choir, and it was picking up the rumble from trucks going by. Like we couldn't hear it, but it was vibrating the floor just enough. So I was like,
right. A lot of times, if you use a music stand, like the kind with the big bass, that tends to allow vibration up into the mic better than something that's sort of free floating in its own little sort of shock mount, you call it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. And that's not. I mean, you could get a decent sort of retractable arm and shock mount for, 25 to $80 probably. Just kind of I would get on Amazon and look around. If it's like $10, it'll probably be pretty flimsy, but you could get on Amazon and sort of say, I think I want one of those, and that'll help a lot.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get Champ because he's feeling kind of left out now.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
You guys are so silly. He's jealous. Hey, don't make it any worse, please. The two of them are still a little jealous of each other. Sorry about that. And I actually do not have the horse out right now. The horse is in storage, but there are a lot of puppets like Blackie Bear over there where you can't see them. And they're all like wanting to say hi, but I'm like, you guys can't all come over here. Sorry.
Right. There, we can, have a chorus one of these days or something.
That would be fun. Yeah. They have sung for Christmas, and they did sing all together one time. Yeah. That was fun editing.
That's really cool. Okay, so
do it.
Brainstorming hat here. There's a fellow named Jim Meskimen who's an impressionist and voice actor. And he did this thing 10 years ago or so that is on YouTube, and it's the Declaration of Independence, but every sentence or two, he swaps to a different character.
Oh, dear.
And it was amazing. Amazing. That you could easily do something like that with all of the characters you got. And it doesn't have to be Declaration of Independence, but Bible verse, whatever. That would be a fun repertoire. You could do your voices, but also show the characters on screen. That would be fun.
It would be fun. I'm not going to lie. I thought at one point it would be hilarious to have the puppets do Pride and Prejudice, but I'm like, that's just such a massive undertaking. But they might do some scenes.
Well, you could do scenes. You could do scenes in miniature. Like, it doesn't have to be shot like a movie. It could be, here's Darcy talking, here's Liz talking, and you just cut back and forth. And there's never two people in the same scene. That would work fine.
Could I be the annoying one?
That would be Mr. Collins.
Okay. Actually, I'm getting a little bit better with the green screen. It's basic editing and it's just whatever chroma keys programmed into iMovie. But I'm getting better at learning to place my puppets and time it so that they can be in the same scene together. Not always.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic. Okay. Hey, Janet Blackie Bear, you gotta stay on her about a Pride and Prejudice production, or at least some scenes. It doesn't have to be the whole movie. Don't have to be crazy about it, but.
Are you on me, Blackie? Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. So, Jane Austen is one of my favorite writers, so I hope that they will keep, keep poking you about that until we get something. We get, till we have satisfaction, as they would say in the old days. Like, give the people what they want. So,
this is so funny. I'm used to not being able to see the puppets because I'm usually doing this.
Right.
And I'm eyeing out of the corner of my eyes, and I'm like, oh, they're nodding together in sync. They need to split it up, guys.
Right. At the Guild, I think it was it Champ that sang Semper Paratus?
Oh, was that me? I think it was you. Yeah.
And it was like, it truly has stayed with me to an annoying extent. Like that was, and that's how you know that was a great performance and a great character. It's like, I cannot get this out of my head.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Jake.
So good job. Good job for that.
Would you like another song?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay, guys, you'll have to sit down for a second, okay? Oh, how come? Because y'all are getting hot and I didn't put gloves on, and that makes you dirty. Okay. Sorry, they don't like getting baths. I'm sorry, guys. I said it. Okay, I'm sorry. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, I work at the school cleaning, and I purposely do not listen to anything on my phone. And I was just singing a Christmas song in my head and was like, I need this out of my head. And that's when I was like, hey guys, I need someone to suggest a song. So I got to think of it. I put an apple in my pack, doo-da, doo-da. It fell right out. It fell in. Oh, doo-da day. Going hungry all night, going hungry all day. I lost my apple on the trail. I fed a squirrel today. I put some water in my pack, doo-da, doo-da. I thought I had put the lid back, oh, doo-da day. Going thirsty all night, going thirsty all day. I dribbled water on the trail. I watered weeds today. There's a third verse. I put some cookies in my pack, doo-da, doo-da. And then I fell right on my back, oh, doo-da day. Gonna lick all night, gonna lick all day. I turn my cookies into crumb, gonna lick them anyway. So this is what I do when I'm bored.
Very nice.
I come up with silly songs about me.
Yeah, the timestamp on that was like not too long ago.
Yeah.
That you were like, hey, what's the subject? That's awesome. Okay, so how are you monetizing this potentially? Like, 'cause you got a lot of great talent, you got a lot of great interests. What are we doing?
I mean, a dream job would be either working for Adventures in Odyssey or eating Mr. Kirk. Either of those, I'd be so happy.
Okay.
But I'm gonna guess I have to put my name out there, which I always have hated because it feels like it's so easy to get focused on look at me instead of look at the Lord who made me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always stayed away from social media because of that. I didn't want to get a big head. But I do know that if nobody knows that you're there, they don't know that you're there. So I'm not quite sure what to do on the English side of things.
I know that it would be sort of double dipping, but what if you did the same stuff in English as you're doing in French?
It doesn't always quite translate.
What's that?
It doesn't always quite translate.
Well, I'm saying that would be your thing, though, is you just do your thing.
True.
Because
yeah, I could probably
what I don't mean is hit the translate button, because yes, that would be a disaster. I'm talking about shooting it twice, once in French, once in English. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And of course, that doubles the workload, but that also can, that's a whole, another audience.
Yeah.
Especially
Um,
if you have a studio and you have like, well, this is my thing, but I do voiceovers if you want to book me for it, and that's in the description. You know what I mean?
that's true. Like I could probably do like a shorter version, like
Mm-hmm.
summary version in English. When I say it doesn't quite translate, sometimes when something's been translated into two different languages, it comes out completely different sounding. And since I base my teaching on the French translation of the Bible, I do go back and forth. But there are some verses that they just don't sound at all the same. You don't quite get the same lessons out of them, which is one reason why I haven't done it. And the other thing is just the time aspect, because when I record down here, I turn off the air or heat,
Yeah.
dehumidifier, something else. The only thing I don't touch is the sump pump, because that's a major, if I forget to turn it on, that could be bad.
Right.
But I also can only film on Sundays when my mom is watching a service online, or if she's asleep, because she is not aware of sounds she makes, and she will walk right into the kitchen and turn the disposal on right as I'm recording, even though she knows I'm recording. She will forget, or she'll be like, I was walking really quiet. I'm like, boom, boom, boom is not quiet. I love you, but it's not
Or the
quiet.
wilderness.
So, or like the chair will roll. So I'm kind of trying to fit things in on time like that, where it's like, okay, she's sleeping for like 30 minutes. I can go record something, and then I have to stop, because otherwise I will go insane trying to record when she's awake.
Right. Well, okay. So, if given your goals, you need to have some work in English, of course, because if someone doesn't know you, let's say, and has never heard you speak, and they come across like this sounds like brothers to me. Yeah.
Yes, you're just like, but I just told you, and they're like, oh, could you hear that?
Yeah.
Like,
A few names and faces popped into my mind as well, Blackie. Yeah. It's funny how
but
we
like
all have our obstacles.
if I did a summary, like if I did a summary, I could do that in 5 or 10 minutes, and like that could fit within doability, if
Right.
that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Or one thing that
Just
I'll
not the whole
do
thing.
for practice is take, let's say, a Bible story, let's say the parable of the lost sheep. To read it out of the Bible is 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It's not very long. Well, then if you do the narration, and then if there's a character, you do a character or something. Well, there's a Bible story, and you didn't have to write it because it's already written, and yet you're practicing your narration and your character work, and then you can always add a little music, a little sound effect, and then post it on a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? And there's your practice, and there's sort of a piece for your portfolio that someone can say, okay, no, I really like the character she's doing here, that kind of thing. And then the quality's good, like technically the sound quality. They're going to say, hey, let's book her for this role we've got, or send you an email and say, hey, can you audition for this thing? That kind of thing.
I can do a little girl's voice.
There you go. I mean, most people that do children are not children. You know what I mean? They're much older than the child that they're playing. Katie Lee on Adventure Odyssey is a great example of that. She's older than her character. So yeah, I would, find ways of practicing that way, like that, but also get your studio set up where if someone were to say, I love your stuff, can give you $100 to read this, you would be able to say, yeah, I'll get it back to you this evening, as opposed to, I don't have my studio set up. You know what I mean? There's this great chance to do what you like doing, make a little money, and we weren't set up, so it pass by, because usually people are in a hurry and they'll have to cast it, so they'll go to somebody.
Yeah.
But if you have your studio set up and then use that studio to start making demos, which you can post on places like YouTube or SoundCloud or something, where it's, even if it's just the sound, it doesn't have to be a video or anything like that if you don't want. And that way you would have a link to that thing. Here's what I sound like. And then you can put it in the body of anything that you post on the French one or whatever.
I'd probably do a separate English one just to keep them separate.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think that would help a lot, because most people are on, even if they don't have a social media account, a lot of the time they're using social media to consume content and to say, oh, that's I like that voice. Let's book her. I've gotten a lot of work through social media from people just sort of scrolling and, I randomly typed in male voice and your reel popped up on YouTube. So would you want to audition? That kind of thing.
Right.
People
need to go outside.
Yes, they do. They do, but they won't. So, let's posture ourselves for that certainty if that's what we want to do. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
True. You guys, what Mr. Jake is telling us, right? What? He's telling us we got to work. What? I know. I got to be home more days.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, sounds like you got a good space. What kind of mic did you have? I didn't see that. I know the interface was great.
So I have a Snowball mic currently set up because someone had given it to me, and it has the little screen fuzzy hair thingy. My YouTube videos actually just use my iPhone audio because I didn't want one more thing to edit.
Okay.
I know, that's horrible. But I do have the mic I showed you at camp that has the Blake, I'll have to work on that.
Please do.
Like I do have that mic that it says is broadcast quality.
Okay.
I've just never set it up and that's probably what I would default to ish, because it's better quality. I don't know.
Okay.
But
good deal.
The problem is sometimes I got to share the mic with me. Thank you for that lovely elevator entrance. You're welcome. They're so much fun. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, as long as you've got a good studio, a good mic, thinking without being on camera, obviously, you can do a podcast. You could have everybody on there. You know what I mean? That goes, it can be visual or not. Like Spotify, you can actually have a visual aspect where you upload the video, and then you can watch the video, but you can also just listen to the sound, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, on Spotify, I think it used to be called Anchor.fm. Now they changed the name, but it's the same thing. And it's free.
Okay.
It's free hosting. You know what I mean? You can just start one. So check that out if that is up your alley. Because you could literally do sort of sketch comedy stories, whatever. And then when you have that, here's my sort of sincere commercial demo or character demo, you can have that in the body of the show notes. And then as that gets out to people, they can say, oh, okay, it's a great show, but let's get her in this other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Little Prairie Home Companion going on.
Exactly. You do your own sound effects.
My own like woebegone.
I love that. Garrison Keillor.
I never knew for years. I never knew that the Serta sleep number bed was a real thing because I thought it was part of their fake commercials.
Really?
Because they just always have the fake commercials, and I've been known to quote their commercial about drugs. And please don't anyone mistake this, but they're making fun of stuff. So they're like, drugs. Are you afraid to take drugs? We have drugs for that. Do you not know what to take? ask your doctor, take what he's taking. Like there's this whole thing. And then lycopene with the tomatoes, they went in a whole bunch of things with that. And my sister and I used to quote them quite often.
Oh, I listen to that show all the time. But yeah, you can do that on YouTube or even, let's say, Spotify. And you can even like repurpose, right? So let's say you shoot a video. Well, you could take the video once it's edited. Well, now you put it on your YouTube channel. Well, then you can also put the same video on Spotify and people can watch it there and listen to just the audio. So that's kind of cool. So that way you wouldn't be, of course, it would be in French, let's say, but you could minimize the amount of time that you're doing like repeat work. And yeah.
Probably one of my problems is I'm like, oh, I have a great idea, but that's going to take a stinking lot of work to get to the level I want it to be. And I don't want to do poor work. And then I think, oh, I can't even do it. That's probably my problem. But.
All right. So what would be a definition of poor work? Because I have a different view on that.
If my puppets aren't really looking at the camera, that annoys me. If there are tons of like clicks and pops and things because the lights changed temperature or something, like I do try to edit those out and I do try to redo them if I need to, like listen to myself on the headset and re-record over it. But it's just things like that. Like if I were to do Pride and Prejudice, I would be like, I would so want to do video for this. But if I'm going to do video for this, I need a background. And if I need a backdrop, like I would just not stop with all the potentials. It'd be like Wishbone all over again.
Well, I mean,
which unfortunately the show stopped because it was so expensive to keep up with all the sets.
That was a great show.
I was going to say, if any of you all have never seen Wishbone, go find the old episodes. And if you are ever studying a work of literature and completely lost in it, if there's a Wishbone episode, watch it. You'll understand the work. They did a fantastic job of summarizing classic works of literature.
I think you can find them all on YouTube. I think. I'm not positive. I think you can find full episodes on there. They're fantastic show.
But I was in high school and I'd sit there with my teacher's kid being, what's the story, Wishbone? What's this you're looking up? Okay.
My point is that, like, I think poor work that equals low effort. That doesn't mean it's low budget. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think low budget equals poor work. I think if you're not trying that hard, well, that's poor. But you can have $1 billion budget and do poor work. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think at our level, it's kind of like, okay, this is low budget. Well, that's how you harness the power of creativity. And a lot of the times, the mouth noise and the irregular lights, that kind of endears you to the audience because we're in such an AI age now that you don't know what's real and nothing is sincere or anything. And so when you see someone like, oh, my camera just went out. Oh, how do you like that? Well, then it's like, wait, I think this is a real guy, and he's got some problems with his camera, And as long as the audience understands what's happening, it's okay. Like when I podcast, if I'm out of my studio and I don't have full control over the sound, it's in a public place. Let's say if it's a coffee shop, I will never just open it and I'm in a coffee shop and you hear commotion. I will always do an intro afterwards in my studio and say, hey, I talked to this person and we went to a coffee shop. So there's some noise in the background, but come with us and have a cup of coffee and we'll talk about this thing. And now all of that is in context and makes sense. And then it's not distracting. So, I mean, I think when you can explain, stuff, then it'll be, your audience will say, oh, yeah, that's fine. And then, like right now, my camera, like the port on my camera went out, right? So my nice camera, I can't use to stream. So this is just the internal video. What I can tell you it's not going to do is make me stop streaming. These aren't ideal. This is not an ideal stream. It doesn't look great. The lighting's not great. But that doesn't stop me. I'm just going to say, oh, my camera's still broken. I'm waiting on the replacement, whatever. But I'm going to keep making stuff. And then when it comes in, one of these days, bing, it'll be hopefully better quality and good stuff. But if I'm not careful, I'll go 6 months and I won't make anything. I won't do any content that could help me, with become more creative or be better at what I'm doing, because I didn't have this one little piece that wasn't perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say, like, you're so creative and you have so many great storytelling abilities. Like, just tell stories, and then if it looks super cool, great. But if not, you're still telling a great story, and it's still going to be entertaining and engaging. And you can always get better as you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Blackie Bear has a lot of stories to share.
Exactly. Have Blackie Bear Hour. Well, that's all he does. He has his own show.
I will say this. I had someone once say, you should do a podcast about all the crazy things that happen on deputation. And I was like, that'd be so funny, but people would figure out I'm talking about them. And he was like, no. I was like, no. How many single missionary ladies that are independent Baptists going to Quebec, Canada, I'm telling you, they would figure out. I'm like, you're all are the ones with the sheets that don't fit the bed in the prophet's chamber, and you all are the ones with the creepy place. Like, they would figure it out.
Well, that in a case like that, you can always put, names, places, and circumstances have been changed to protect the guilty. And then it goes right into the show. And so whatever happened in Canada, maybe you say it's in, Africa or something.
I've thought of stealing like 3 or 4 stories from friends and telling their story from my perspective. Or just be like, these aren't all my stories. So I can honestly say, but yes, I was in a prophet's chamber where I went to do the good thing, because missionaries are supposed to remake the bed with clean sheets so that the host doesn't have to. It's what you're told to do and stuff. And I pulled out sheets and I was like, wait, those are the wrong size. And then, wait, those are the wrong size. Wait, those are the wrong size. Nothing in this dresser fits this thing. Like, I was like, and they didn't even have a different size bed. They had one in there. And I was just like, who does not throw away the donations? Like, that don't make sense. Like,
If Blackie Bear had his little paws holding a little microphone, and that is all, you told that story, but you're not in it. It's just Blackie Bear, and he's telling the story. That will keep the engagement even longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a,
I know.
Holding a microphone. What is going on here? What are they talking?
Cooler than I am.
I mean, you could go.
I have met a red chief twice in my life. And can I just say, one of them was on deputation, and this kid and I rumbled, and it was hilarious, like, afterwards. But I was just like, oh, no one's ever told you no and meant it, huh? He hated children's church that day. And I was just like, I don't feel bad that I ruined your day, because he was horrible. But anyways, I digress.
It'll be fun. It'll be a fun story. But,
it was bad.
Yeah, I just keep us updated on what you do, and we're cheering for you. Want to support you, and another idea I just had. On your channel, and it could be an English broadcast. Blackie Bear reports the news live, and once a week you go live and read the news, whatever the news may be, from the missionary.
That's a good idea. Yeah, it is. Guys, you were supposed to be listening. Too late.
All right.
You like your idea, Mr. Jake?
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, fellas. This has been great.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah. Thanks for everything. Oops.
Absolutely.
You guys need to say that for me. Hey, I can talk like Miss Betsey. Watch this. Thanks for everything, Mr. Jake.
Wow. That was a Mitch North level impression. That was really good.
Thank you very much.
All right. It's great having you. Great having you, Black Champ. Y'all be good, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye, everybody, whoever's watching.
Bye.